Hi friends, welcome back to Whiskey and Wit. I'm so excited because today is the kickoff to my fall DIYs, and I'm so excited to share with you this super simple and easy fall mantle sign, so stay tuned. The base of this sign actually came from a clearance find that I recently found at the 80% off Hobby Lobby sale. So I really loved that I got it for under $5. It was $4.49, and I loved the bones around the outside of the frame, like the columns, but I wasn't loving the saying, so I wanted to make it over. So I took everything off of the outside and then I went ahead and taped the inside because for me, my fall stuff is very neutral, but I do a lot of buffalo checks, so I thought this was going to be just too white for me if I just painted over the white. So I decided to give it more of a chalkboard look. So I just used the color ink from Waverly that you can find at Walmart. I will link it down below. And I gave it 2 coats, and then I went ahead and peeled off all of my painter's tape. Once that was dry, I measured to figure out how big my decal needed to be. Now, there are a ton of places online where you can get free SVG files to cut out with a Cricut or Silhouette, but I will link what I used down below. Once I figured out the size that I needed, I used Quick Cover from the Dollar Tree. I like to use this as a stencil on top of paint, just because it minimizes the kind of peel off of the paint that you're gonna get. So went through, I put my Cricut on the Paper Plus setting, and then I went ahead and weeded everything out. I just used the Cricut weeding tool, but whatever works for you, you can go ahead and do that. Also, there's a ton of people on Etsy that sell stencils like this, so if you're looking for something particular but you don't want to have to buy a Cricut, you can do that as well. Dollar Tree has a ton of stencils, so you can really make this work depending on what you have available to you. Like I said, I will link this particular file down below. I just designed it myself in Canva so that you can use the exact same fonts. I will also link the fonts I used down below. Once it was all weeded, I used transfer tape that is kind of paper based, and I will link that down below from Expressions Vinyl. And then I made sure that everything was on there straight, and then I peeled it back. I used my Cricut like squeegee tool to make sure that all the little pieces didn't come up, because the catch-22 with this is you want to make sure that you have it stuck down so you can stencil, but not too stuck so then you're ripping stuff off. So you kind of have to mess with it to get it stuck, but then it will really help in the long run. Then I grabbed my white Waverly chalk paint, which is ivory, and a foam brush. Now for this stenciling process, I dunked it in the paint, but then I used a paper plate to get some of the excess off, just because the less paint you're going to use, the better, because you don't want it to seep underneath and create any issues with the lines. I usually use Mod Podge, but for this one, I just didn't feel like doing it, and so it turned out quite nicely. I am really happy with how it turned out. Then I just went through with my weeding tool and pulled out those little inside bits. And then to finish it off, I added a buffalo check ribbon. I just bought this actually recently at Joann's, and they had it in their Halloween section. They didn't have this particular print in the fall section, but it is so cute. It's wired. Now, I have signs for pretty much every season that I put on the left-hand side of our mantle in our front room, and I realized I didn't have anything for fall. So I love this saying. I love kind of the rebirth message of it, you know, in the fall, new starts. So I'm so happy to use it and really let this be the kickoff to the fall season. So we've got a ton of DIYs I did last year for fall. I will link that playlist here for you, and also be sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future fall Whiskey and Wit videos. I'm super excited. I've got Dollar Tree, a bunch of other stuff coming up, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.